So guys, this is part 2 of the mini bike build. We decided to go a little bit different route since we can't find a 3-wheel tire. I mean, it's just a little bit bigger. But anyways, so here's the new plan. We're gonna have this big rear tire, obviously, and then we're gonna have one solid arm that comes out here that our hub will bolt to, and then our wheel will bolt to that hub. And then we got the CV axle here. We're gonna take this part and just get this like knuckle here, and this will slide into that hub, and then our sprocket and everything will have to like mount to this somehow, and then we'll have, hopefully we'll have a rolling chassis by the end of this video. But first we gotta go out to the scrapyard and find a hub for this rim, and then we also gotta pick up some pipe that we're gonna use as frame. So yeah, we're gonna get to it.
You do it?
Alright.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
guys.
could just weld that if you needed to.
Okay guys, so we went down there and found the hub. The bearings don't seem to be too bad, they're not locked up or anything. We'll have to grease it and all that. I'm gonna start to clean up the spline on this, and over here on the CV axle, I'm gonna start to clean that up while my friend Justin starts to measure this and see how much of this we're gonna use for the rear swing arm. I guess we can't call it a swing arm since it's not gonna swing, it's just gonna be rigid.
Just call it the arm.
Yeah, the arm. The single arm. But yeah, so we're gonna get to it.
Took it off.
Okay, guys. So, we switched jobs, and it worked out better actually because he found the clip and I got the other foot. We took the back foot stands off.
You grinded half the.
Yeah, I grinded half the pipe off, which is fine. It'll be fine. But anyways,
It's this little clip right there that needs to be spread apart and taken off, I'm pretty sure.
So, trying to get to focus.
It's right there.
Yeah, and if you take a screwdriver, you can spin it around. Yeah, my phone won't focus, but yeah. Yep. So, anyways, you just gotta, so these clips here, you gotta grind off is what I did. I'm sure there's a way to pop this one off, but I could not get it to pop off. So what I did was I just grinded both off. This one you do have to cut off somehow because there's no mechanism like that on it. But anyways, yeah, once you start clearing all the grease out, you just gotta slide this boot down, and then you start cleaning all the grease out. There's this pin here that holds it all together. So I'm gonna get another screwdriver, and we're gonna try to work our screwdrivers together to pop that out. So yeah, we're gonna get back to it. Okay, guys. Yeah, alright. So, I made some pie cuts. Wow, that was my first time doing them. They move it a lot more than you'd think. Like, I did like 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit more. And then we folded it, and then I re-welded it. And man, it moved it a lot. It sits totally different. But now it does sit like a chopper. But yeah, so we're gonna have this rear tire here. It's gonna be facing the other way though. The actual rim is. But yeah, it's pretty
mint.
Yeah. But now, so I did that first. So now we can get like an accurate measurement of that, so we know like how our arm is gonna come out for it to, you know, bolt on. But I mean, I think it looks cool. I think we could have gone bigger, but I guess that's just what I think. So
let's just go with a tractor tire.
yeah, I mean, we could at this point. I don't even know why people mess with putting, you know, small tires on their motorcycles. I think this would be great. And I know a lot of you are probably worried about the Predator being able to turn this big of a tire. But so how we got set up is we have the Predator motor with a primary and secondary clutch. And then on that secondary clutch there's a small jack shaft, and then there's a sprocket on it. Sprocket's like a 6-tooth or so. And then that will run back to our sprocket that's going to be on this right here. We're going to have to mount the sprocket on here somewhere. But anyways, that sprocket's going to be like a 80 tooth. So the gearing is going to be, it should be able to you know,
have enough torque to turn that tire.
Yeah, it should.
That's crazy. That's it's a big sprocket.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, so we're going to get back to it. I think we're going to start measuring that up because Justin has this all cleaned up very nice. And so, yeah.
Fits in here good now.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how that's going to all work. And then the tire bolts to this, obviously, or the wheel. And then all our stuff will be mounted on here. Our disc, our, you know, brake. I meant sprocket. Anyways. Yeah, so we're gonna get back to it. Okay, guys, so we're thinking we're gonna get a steel plate, like probably 1/4 inch, and a big one, so it covers all this. So we'll have lots of weld, like contacts where we can weld to this, and then we'll weld this bar onto that, and then our hub sitting up there, we'll have a plate back here that will be welded onto here. We'll have to grind that off, you know, and whatever. And then we'll drill 3 holes, which will allow this hub to bolt onto, and then our wheel will bolt onto the hub. So, yeah, we're gonna run down to the scrapyard and grab some chunks of steel. We need a 7x7 for this, and then up here, 11x7 is what we're thinking. You know, we'll see what we have available. Yeah, we're gonna head down there. Okay, guys, so we went and grabbed it. So this is our 7x7. This is what our hub will bolt to. We're gonna cut that out. We actually can't cut it out with the chop saw because it's too wide. So what we're gonna do is use the grinder and be very careful and make sure we cut that out. There is one small hole in it, but that doesn't matter. And then this piece here, way too big for what we need it for. This is what we're gonna weld this piece. We're gonna cut it out 7x11, and then this will be welded on here. We'll get as much surface. We did that because this one, it gives much surface contact with this. But we'll weld that plate on there, and we'll get lots of room to weld to all these bars. Then we'll weld this to that plate, and then you got to remember too, we're gonna have supports going like this down to that arm. We'll have them from up here going down to it, so it should be strong enough, I think. So yeah, we're gonna get back to it. And we spent enough time out in the cold rain. It was 70 degrees the other day, and now it's like
30.
Yeah, and it's raining. And yeah, there's ice everywhere. But anyways, we're gonna get to it. Okay, guys, so just went out front, and our motor's here. we're not gonna unbox it right now or anything because we gotta keep working on our drivetrain.
We don't even got a rolling chassis yet.
Yeah, we don't. So, I'm trying to take this cotter key out, or pin, whatever you want to call it, and then all this, and all this should come out, and then we'll just have this stuff here, which we're not even gonna use that brake or that kickstand. So, once we take that whole pin out, everything, all that's gonna come out, and it'll make everything a lot easier. So, yep, we're gonna get back to it. And over here, Justin's cutting out the plate for our hub to bolt to. So, we're just gonna leave an extra inch on there because it takes so long to cut these dang things. But yeah,
otherwise it'd just go right there. So I mean,
yeah,
not even just an inch difference.
Yeah, inch difference, which doesn't matter. Okay guys, so after a long and grueling journey, we finally got the kickstand and the brake lever and all that out. The pin that went through here was so seized on there that we just had to cut it right in half. And then some more grinding, more cuts, and then it's out. But yeah, that was a journey. So now we're gonna be welding this on here. We're gonna have to rig it up somehow, but yeah, we're gonna get to that. Okay, so guys, unfortunately we can't work on getting the rear tire mounted anymore because we gotta know where, like, my clutches are gonna fall and all that, so I know, like, how far the wheel is gonna have to be offset a little bit, and we need to know where our chain is gonna be heading. So first we gotta get the motor mounted. So what we're gonna do is unpackage the Predator, and as you can see here, we got some pipes. We went down the scrap and got some pipes.
It was cold.
It was freezing. And now we're gonna start cutting them up. And so what I'm thinking is 2 bars that come off of here go flat and then back down to this part of the frame here. Okay guys, so we're unboxing the motor. Here's the manual, I'm assuming. I think this is the spark plug wrench. Right there.
I think it is. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright, let's get her.
Lift her out. Oh yeah.
We're setting it in a pile of PV Blaster.
That's right. It's good for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice and zip tied.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this thing's sweet. Like actually.
Oh, always cut towards. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't think I'm gonna do anything. Don't roll it over. It has no oil in it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is. Oh, never mind. All right. So.
On off.
Yep. Standard.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna mess with the airbox or carb or any of that. All I'm gonna do is just run my line from the carb, obviously, up to my handlebars. I don't want to mess with putting aftermarket air filter or any of that on there. Yeah. I may do something with the exhaust.
Make it loud.
Yeah. I don't know though. So we're just gonna have to wait it out and see. But yeah, so now let's see how it looks in the bike. We're just gonna see how it fits and everything. All right, so I suggested that we fired it up before we put oil in it, but Justin didn't think that was a good idea. So we're gonna put some oil in it.
It was a total opposite.
This is 10W30. Okay, guys, so it's the next day, and we're out here. It's just me today, and so I gotta catch you up on some things. So, we're using this square tube in here. I got a long piece right up there. We're using that for up here. There's gonna be one on this side, one on the other side. It's gonna go down flat and go back to that, and then our engine plate will sit on that, and then we can mount our motor. And so yeah, but first, so I didn't know this at the time, but the motor rolls over. Let me see if I can get it that way. So it's got to go in with the output shaft facing towards me, the PTO shaft facing towards me. And I was mistaken, and we welded that plate on last night for our arm to come off, and that's the wrong side. But whatever, so now I just got to weld this one on this side. So I'm going to get to that, and then after that, we're going to start to get to mounting our engine, making that frame and all that. So let's get to it. Okay, guys, so I just got done welding all that up. It was a lot of welding. It is smoking here. You probably can't really tell, but excuse me. Anyways, it's pretty smoky in here, and I'm gonna see if I can fit the motor in there now. So I'm gonna get to her. Oh yeah, we got lots of space. So I do think it's gonna sit a little bit higher, like, oh, it's gonna be in there like that, and then a little bit higher because you gotta think it's gonna be sitting on top of that platform. So like, probably around like this height or so. But I think we're good. I think we're looking good. Not gonna have to cut any of that. And then also, since the gas tank's already right here, I'm planning on making a box that sits up here for storage. And then, since we got all this deep hole right here, we can fill it full cushion, hopefully, and have a nice comfy seat. And we'll be like, maybe not that far out, like this. When it goes down like that, have some pegs that branch off with the frame there. So like this. Maybe the bars a little bit higher, but this is good. So I'm gonna get back to it. Okay, guys. So the seat. So last night I wasn't doing too much important stuff, but basically all I did was I built this seat. I'm trying to remember. I built this seat. Looks cool. I just bent these brackets, threw some screws in it, and then glued it. And so that's good. Fits in there nicely. I angled it a little bit. So that's our seat. Here's our foam. Went down to the barn. It's kind of nasty, but I'm gonna cover it. Went to Walmart. Got this stuff. It seems to be pretty durable. It's leather. And so that's why I'm gonna wrap the foam in. But the foam's gotta dry out and the glue's gotta dry. So we're just gonna hold off on that, which is fine because we don't need the seat right now anyways. And then there was some old, I don't know what they were. There were some old brackets that were bolted on here. So I took those off and put the bolts back in. And then, so yeah, this is the state of the bike right now. Pretty much ready just to start assembling stuff. Still waiting on the clutches, which is kind of annoying. But, yeah, I think I can sort of cut this stuff out. I'm going to start to measure it, see all what I need. But, yeah, I think tomorrow Justin can come back over and we're just going to start working on stuff and getting stuff done. But, yeah, so right now I'm just going to start measuring stuff. This is what we're using for this small stuff. This is just a short chunk. I got a long piece outside. This piece, I'm gonna have to cut it and then re-weld it, but it's gonna go like this. And then cut, angled up, re-weld. So I'll have to cut it at 245s. And then that'll give me the 90-degree angle back up to here. But, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna get back to her. Hey guys, so I got them all welded up. As you see, I cut them on the chop saw over there, and then I welded them all up. So this one's good. This one, not my best. I had to grind it down, re-weld it up because I got the angle wrong at first, but now I got it right. So what I had to do, jeez, thought the bike was gonna follow me. So what I had to do was grind it out and then stick a chunk of metal in there and re-weld it. Not my best welds, but whatever. This one looks a bit better, but yeah. And so what I'm planning on doing is having these somewhere in there. But the only issue is this is at the center of this. And so what I'm debating is if I grab another one of these and stick it in between here. And so to get that distance. Because we don't want them, like, we can't have it like this. Because obviously that's way too skinny. So we need to have like that here. Obviously straighter and all that. But like something like that. And then our plate, we'll have to notch it out because it has this angle to it. That will sit on there and then that'll be welded in. And yeah, so I'm thinking I'll cut a chunk of this tube long enough for this. I have to measure this and then weld it on here, and then that's what we'll weld to there. Oh, and I do need to cut these off. I'm going to cut these off right now. But yeah, so let's get back to her. Okay, so I'm just getting everything mocked up here. So yeah, I think I did good with the space right there. And then this is gonna sit a bit lower because we're gonna notch it out. I'm gonna notch it out. And then, so yeah, everything's just sitting there right now. So that's how the motor's gonna sit and everything. And it's gonna be up a bit more. Well, actually a lot, because this is the tire that's going on it. I mean, that's gonna raise it a lot. But, yep, so that's about how it's gonna be. I'm gonna leave everything on the motor stock, because I could mess with it, later, but I'm not gonna mess with any of that right now. All I'm gonna do is hook up my throttle for my hand, or my twist grip up here. So that's all I'm gonna do. But I'm not gonna notch this plate out until I get my clutches, because I need to know exactly like where all that is gonna fall. But what I can do is weld up these pieces right here that go to the frame. I can weld those up and get those good and in place. And it looks like everything clear, so I think I can. I'm gonna have to some sort notch out the back here to weld that part up, but up here is good. And then I'm gonna throw in like 3 braces that go from this one to here. I'll throw like 2 down here, 1 up here. That should stiffen it up a lot, but I'll do that once I already got it in there, I think, is what I'll do. Or, I don't know. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And, so yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. I'll just start tacking everything together, see how it looks. But, yeah, I'm gonna get back to her. Okay, guys, so, as you just seen, got that all welded up. It was a lot of measuring and tacking, and then breaking my tack, and then retacking and make sure it was right. A lot of measuring and stuff. I just want to make sure everything's square and all that. But it looks like I got her, and it's looking good. I just got it tacked in right now. Now I'm gonna put like 3 to 4 braces in between these going across. So yeah, let's get back to her. Okay guys, so I got everything tacked in. You can see I got a brace here, got a brace there, there, and right there. And then you also gotta remember, I'm gonna have this plate going on like somewhere right there, so that will also stiffen it up a lot. But yeah, I got everything tacked in and it's looking good, I think. Well yeah, we got lots of room for that Predator motor, and so yeah, I'm gonna I just gotta finish up welding. Just a lot of welding to do, so I'm gonna get to it. Okay, guys, so, well, I just got that all welded in. It's looking good. Yeah, I just threw the tire in there. See what it would look like. It is going to be lifted a little bit more because right now it's setting on the tire. And plus, I can have whatever angle I want because I can just angle the arm that's coming off of here at however much height I want. I do want it set low to the ground, but not too low. Like, I do want I want more clearance than that. So, yeah. But, then also, so we got all that done. So now, when my clutches come, I can notch that plate out, sitting over there, and mount that, and then mount our motor. And then we'll be able to start working on the arm. The seat over here, the glue on the backside was dry, and so I threw on another thing. That fits good. We're just waiting for the glue to dry. So, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.